is calculating algebraically the derivative of function x cubed. So f of x equals x cubed, and the question is find f prime of x. You may actually know the answer, so I will write the answer here. So the answer is 3x squared. And you may have studied this answer maybe in other calculus courses, maybe in high school, but the big question is why. And the answer to this question why is because it will come out as the result of certain long calculation. So let's perform it. So solution. So let's pretend now that we don't know this answer. So how to find the derivative? And once again, it all starts with the formula for the derivative. F prime of x equals limit as h approaches 0 of the quotient f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. And again, we need to replace both f of x plus h and f of x with the formulas correspond based on the given function. F of x is easy, it's just a given formula, so it will end up limit h approaches 0 quotient over h. It will be quantity minus another quantity. The quantity that we subtract will be just x cubed. It will be exactly a copy of this. Now the quantity that we put for f of x plus h, once again, what it means it's if we mentally or physically put x plus h instead of x. So previously it was x cubed, now we erase x and put x plus h instead. So what does it become? It becomes x plus h cubed. It has to be in parentheses. So it will be x plus h cubed. And now we need to expand it all. We need to expand specifically x plus h cubed. And for that there is a special formula from algebra that you may have studied in algebra class, a plus b cubed. If you have not studied it, then you can actually obtain it by FOILing, by multiplying x plus a plus b times another a plus b and then times another a plus b. But here is the final answer. A cubed plus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared and plus b cubed. So this is the formula that comes from algebra. Again, you can just obtain it by directly multiplying a plus b. For example, a plus b times a plus b squared. And so using this formula, putting in x for a and h for b, x plus h cubed ends up being x cubed plus 3x squared h plus 3x h squared and plus h cubed. And now we put it here. So this whole long expression goes here. And now it becomes limit as h approaches 0. So it becomes x cubed plus 3x squared h plus 3x h squared plus h cubed. So this was expansion of that. Now minus x cubed. So minus x cubed and all of that divided by h. And now we do everything the same way like we did in the other example. So there is something to cancel here, but only x cubed. So we can cancel x cubed with the negative x cubed. And after cancellation, we got three terms. Each of the three terms has an h in it or more than that, so we can factor out h. So right after cancellation, we get 3x squared h plus, here we get 3xh squared plus, here we get h cubed over h. And as I said, we are able to factor out h. Actually, at this point, we can check that we are on the right track. Like if we are not able to factor out h, for whatever reason there is a term that has no h in it, that means we're doing something wrong. In problems like this, it is always possible, after initial cancellation, it is always possible to take out h. So let's do that. Limit is, okay, the denominator is always h. The numerator, after you do take out h, it comes as 3x squared plus, here it comes as 3x h, and then finally like before, we will cancel h because h is not really 0, even though it approaches 0. It's a number very close to 0, but not quite 0, so we can cancel it. So after cancellation, we get, after cancellation, actually we don't have a fraction anymore because the denominator is cancelled, but we get 3x squared plus 3xh and plus h squared. And now, like we did before, we are, in order to calculate this limit, we are allowed to plug in 0 for h. We could not plug it in before because before it would end up 0 over 0. But now we can, and so we plug in h equals 0. Again, we are allowed to do that because we know that this is a continuous function, because it is expressed with a single formula, so most functions expressed with a single formula are continuous. So when we plug in 0, we end up 3x squared plus 3x times 0 plus 0 squared. Now, 0 squared is of course 0. 3x is not known. However, anything multiplied times 0 is 0. So this whole thing is 0. So we get 3x squared plus 0 plus another 0. And the final answer is 3x squared. So the answer is, for function f of x equals x cubed, the derivative of this function is 3x squared.